Before I start, I want to congratulate you, John, on an unbelievable career. You've treated us like one of the Big East from the time that this team from all the way out in the Midwest joined the league. Your professionalism and work ethic and the way that you've represented our league is really unmatched, and it's not going to be the same without you. So thank you for your contributions to this great conference. Ton of credit to DePaul. Coach Holtman has done an unbelievable job of instilling his culture in a short period of time with a bunch of guys that weren't on the team last year. And that's very difficult to do, especially if, when the wins weren't necessarily stacking up early in the conference season, to finish the way that they finished and to play as well as they have here in New York. I mean, let's be honest, we were really fortunate to win that game. They outplayed us for virtually all the game, and a lot of credit goes to them. But I had some guys step up. Obviously Ryan was huge down the stretch. Ty Davis went into a difficult situation and ran the team and made his free throws, and then Fedor gave us a huge lift off the bench. So we weren't at our best, but certainly DePaul had a lot to do with that.
We're going first to John.
John Walker, Omaha World Herald. Mac, I'm sure you've asked yourself this question multiple times over the last 10 minutes, but down 17 early in the second half, down 11 with 2 minutes to play. How did you guys pull that one out?
You've been around me long enough, probably. We don't really panic in our program. I thought the first half, and I told the team this after the game and at halftime, I thought we let our offense dictate our defense. Hanging our head because we were missing some shots that were relatively open. But we stayed true to who we are. We kept believing, kept fighting. We went to the full court pressure. That changed, at least sped the game up a little bit, which we needed to have happen when we were down that big. But guys kept fighting, they kept believing. Call kids 2 big threes to get us back in the game. And Steven didn't have a great night by Steven's standards, but he had a huge shot to tie the game.
Matt.
Just like Blue Review, Ryan, you were really aggressive down the stretch in the second half. And then you played both overtimes with 4 fouls, still stayed aggressive. What was your mindset, even though you kind of were on thin ice there from a foul perspective?
I think I've been around long enough to kind of know how to play aggressive without fouling. So, especially when Steve-O went out, I knew I had to still play aggressive and kind of lead the team. I couldn't do that tentative just because I had 4 fouls. So, I don't think I let it change my mindset much. You just got to go out there and play.
Let's go to the center.
Chris Benega, Road to the Garden. Mac, Ty Davis coming in, not playing for virtually 40 minutes. How impressive was he down the stretch with the free throws and also getting to the rim for one drive?
Yeah, and he did after the one foul. I thought defensively he had a great stunt on D'Amico on a 3 out of the corner that really upset the rhythm of that shot at a critical time. So we preach all the time for guys to be ready. You never know when your number's going to be called, and Ty's embraced that obviously. And I joke, he would never make a free throw when I go to watch him play in high school in AU. He missed free throws all the time, and I think he missed a couple in the state championship game. I was hoping that he wasn't thinking about that because I probably was a little bit. But he's worked really hard on everything, and he's about all the right stuff. And he was ready when we called his number.
And go in the back.
Coach, it looked like you threw out a few different coverages with Kalkbrenner out there. What was the thought process there, and what does it give you to have a center that gives you that kind of versatility on defense?
Yeah, he's made me a pretty good coach the last 5 years. I think one of the things, we talked about a lot of things at the end of last season when he went through when he was contemplating the draft. One of them was to be able to guard in space on switches, which is something the NBA looks for, and he's got so much better at that, and to the point where guys kind of quit trying to challenge him. Huge block on the 3-point shot late in the game, where he was able to help him get back and make a play. So, he gives us the flexibility to do a lot of different things. We can put him in drop. We can be aggressive once in a while. And when Trainer got hurt, then that forced him into the small lineup some, which pulled him away from the basket. And fortunately, he can move his feet and do a job when he needs to.
On the right, Richard.
Michael Cohen from Fox Sports. This was just for questions for Ryan. Sometimes comebacks happen really fast with a 15-0 run or a 20-0 run. This was like a slow drip where you guys just kind of crawled back into it over the course of the second half. What are the conversations like with the players and in the huddle when the comeback isn't happening all at once and you just kind of have to slowly chip your way back into the game?
I think, it sounds cliche, but just stay with it. We've got a lot of experience on this team. We know, like you said, sometimes it happens fast, sometimes you gotta keep chipping away. And, like Max said, a lot of times in the last few weeks, what makes this team really, really good is our togetherness and unity. And, you don't have comebacks like that without being together and sticking with each other and not giving up on each other or trying to play hero ball because you don't trust your teammates or whatnot. So, just staying with each other and, chipping away at it.